Yeah, you can't talk about the southeastern part of Nigeria without talking about Enugu and Anambra State. Yes, they are one of the most popular southeastern states in Nigeria. Yeah, there are a lot of others. The Abia is there, the Imo is there, yeah, Ebonyi is there as well. But Enugu and Anambra is one of the most popular southeastern states you can talk about. Yes, on today's video we're going to be doing a little comparison based on my personal experience from these two states. Yes, I've resided in both states. I can actually tell how it is to reside in both Enugu and in Anambra. Yes, precisely. I've stayed in Onitsha, I've stayed in Oka, I've stayed in Enugu State, I've also stayed in Nsukka in Enugu. I think these two places I mentioned on each state should be the most popular towns in each of these states. So stay tuned to the end of this video. If you're a returning subscriber watching this video, thank you very much. We do appreciate your love for our channel. And if you are seeing our video for the first time, please do well to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And just to mention, we have a lot of videos on these two states on our channel. You can check our video catalog. We have a lot of video from their airport and covering the state as a whole. You can check it out in our video catalog. We'll be more than excited to get your comment and feedback on those videos. So on today's video, let's kickstart the comparison on cost of living in each of these states. Yes, like I said, this is a personal review. This is my personal experience. If you have also resided in this state, as I mentioned before, you can also give me your sincere opinion in the comment section. So but today we're going to be looking at the cost of living in Enugu State. Yeah, what's the cost of living in Enugu State? Enugu is comparatively cheap, yeah, no doubt about it, but in terms of their housing, I think it is a bit expensive being in Nigeria, you know, because Enugu State is mainly a civil servant state, and the cost of housing in Enugu is quite high for the normal Nigeria. Is that the truth? But in terms of cost of housing, I would say Enugu is more expensive than Anambra. I don't want to put a figure to it, but based on where I live in both of these states, Enugu was more expensive, and looking at the vicinity to which I resided in this state, so Enugu is a much more expensive it's more expensive in housing compared to Anambra State. Then talking about transportation, yes, I think Enugu has a fairer mode of transport compared to Anambra State. Yes, I think in Enugu, within Enugu metropolis, I think the transportation from one point to another is quite cheap, but it's quite difficult in Anambra, precisely Oka, to see that level of transportation there, because I think Enugu, they have many buses that runs on major road and keke that runs on the street, but Anambra does not really have a major road, so to say, because the street of Oka is so jam-packed and so busy, so it tends to be keke. There used to be bike. I think the last time I visited, I didn't see any bike, so I think they have bounded bike in that state. So transportation is cheaper in Enugu compared to Anambra, because many buses still run very much in Enugu across streets and across major roads in Enugu metropole. Yes, transportation, yes, Enugu has one. Anambra is more expensive. Yes, let's talk about feeding. Yeah, in terms of feeding, I think Anambra is quite cheap. Yeah, both states, I don't really think I would say this is more expensive or this is not more expensive. I think it just depends on your taste. Anyway, I think in terms of feeding, I think both states should be at par. But based on the market available to both states, I think I will give it to Anambra State, that Anambra is quite cheap in terms of feeding compared to Enugu, because I think you can get some certain stuff cheaper in terms of feeding in Anambra compared to Enugu. But comparatively, I think they are literally at par, just literally two differences here and there in terms of getting food stuff in this market in both states. So that is it for cost of living in both states. So let me get your own thoughts in the comment section if you have resided in these two states. Next on it is we're going to be looking at the economic viability of these two states. Yes, to me, talking about economic viability, I think Anambra is very viable economically because Anambra as a whole is known for its business. Yes, Enugu is more of a civil servant state compared to Anambra that is more of business. Yes, everybody in Anambra literally do business, even though they are civil servants in the state, but everywhere is business and they have a lot of people coming in to invest in the business, ranging from the drugs, ranging from a whole lot of things is going on in Anambra, and it's a major port. Like Onitsha is a major port for most of these products, talking about spare parts market, everything. People from Enugu literally go to Anambra to get some certain stuff they cannot source in Enugu state. So in terms of economic viability, I think Enugu is more of a civil servant state compared to Anambra state. Yeah, just few businessmen here and there. So I think for economic viability, I think I will give it up to Anambra state. What about job opportunities? Yeah, if I'm talking about job opportunities, I think I will also give it to Anambra, that we have a better job opportunities in Anambra because there are a lot of businesses in Anambra, so employment is there compared to Enugu. Enugu, virtually everybody is a civil servant. We go to work, we come back from work, you know, that's just how we operate in Enugu state. So in terms of job opportunity, I think Enugu has, Anambra, me to say, has a better job opportunity compared to Enugu state. If you're still watching this video and you've not clicked the subscribe button, please do well to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And if you are still watching by now, please give this video a thumbs up and do well to also drop your sincere comment in the comment section. Yes, thirdly, we're going to be looking at infrastructural development across these two states. Yes, in terms of infrastructural development, Enugu is also very much developed. Yes, of recent, Enugu has launched the Lion Business Park. Yes, that's going to serve the entire southeast. Yeah, it's just a park just like what they have in Lagos to accommodate different kind of industry. We actually have a video on that on our video catalog. You can actually check it out on Enugu Business Park. I visited the site, did a coverage of that site to see how far work has gone. So infrastructure development that is there for Enugu. Enugu has an airport long time before Anambra built theirs. Yes, but Anambra also have theirs now. And Anambra have their airport. Anambra have the ICC, the International Conference Center, newly built also in Anambra State. And just to mention also, in terms of rural development, I think I will give it to Anambra, that Anambra has a better rural development as compared to Enugu state. Yes, because when you want to count towns or cities across each of these states, I think without blinking an eye, you can count more in Anambra compared to Enugu. Like if I were to count major towns in Enugu, you see Enugu Metropolis, you count the Nsukka, before you start adding the ninth mile to it as Udi, you know. Not that Udi is so developed, but you count Udi, you now start counting the Ogun local government, you now start counting the Obola 4, but these towns are not so developed like that. But when you come to Anambra state, you can count Oka Metropolis, you can count Nnewi, you can count Onitsha, you know, they just have these attorneys there. You can just count these little towns here and there in Anambra state that is developing. Oba is also there, fast developing. You can count Okija. After Okija, there's this village after Okija. These places have actually opened up very well. I think it's because of the business going on in the state. So a lot of people are coming in. Onitsha is choked, Oka is choked, so everybody is trying to take it to the next community available that is close to these places. So even the place they just cited, their airport, is also fast developing as far as Anambra state is concerned. So I think for rural development, I think Anambra has a better rural development as compared to Enugu. Why am I also saying so is because I think Anambra has been able to decentralize their system such that like if you talk about their school, for instance, they have a campus in Oka town. They took one to a particular village. They have their pharmacy school in a different location. So these things somehow just brings development to those rural communities. In Enugu state, virtually everything is choked up in one place. I think that is what is actually affecting the development side. So for rural development, I think I will give it up to Anambra state as compared to Enugu state. Now let's talk about safety. Yes, safety in these two towns. There are towns I have lived in. I've had my experiences in these two places. For safety, I think Enugu is much more safer compared to Anambra State. Yes, I'm not putting the current happenings in Anambra into consideration at all. Yeah, I know this current happenings, a lot has been happening currently in Anambra State, but before these happenings, I think Enugu has always been safe and serene for everybody to live in. Yeah, people always want to come to Enugu. People want to visit Enugu. Yeah, I think Enugu is a much more safer state compared to Anambra State. Yes, let me bring it to conclusion based on my personal experience. In conclusion, guys, what I will say is, for me, I think I would prefer to reside in Enugu than to reside in Anambra, because Anambra is a bit very rowdy. Anambra is a bit very, everybody's busy, you know, they are businessmen. There's no really relaxation places so much in Anambra. But in Enugu State, Enugu is very serene. If you have ever visited Enugu, it's very serene, very calm, you know. As at 2016, 2017, good roads network across streets. You know, Enugu is very, very calm. Like I used to tell people, I see Enugu as a state where you just make money and you come and relax. Yes, a lot of hotels in Enugu, a lot of hangar spots. You just relax yourself and enjoy your money. So I think Enugu to me is still my option in terms of residing, because I just want to relax. But if you want to really get into the hustle and bustle making money, Anambra should be your option. So guys, that will bring us to an end to this video. Thank you so much for staying with me. I do appreciate very much. We are sending our love to you. Please, if you have not subscribed, please do well to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And also, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also let us get your own review in the comment section. We'll be more than glad to receive all of that. Thank you very much, guys. We'll catch you guys in our next video. Bye.